Hey guys, you good? This is Ampit. So back in 2017, I was playing literally every single MOBA that you can name. And there was this one game called Paragon that really caught my eye. Developed by Epic Games, the game was realistic, it had verticality, it was amazing. But unfortunately, my PC back then was more of a toaster than an actual gaming PC. And it got even worse when I found out in 2018 that the game was shut down and had its assets released to the community so that anyone could try to create a better version of Paragon. And they did actually. Those games are called Predecessor and Paragon the Overprime. They're already on Steam and they have PS5 versions coming really soon. So today I'll analyze both games on how to get access, game modes, map, jungle, characters and gameplay. And at the end of the video, give you my opinion on which one succeeded the most on creating Paragon's successor. So let's jump right into the video. Before the video starts, I just want to remind you guys that this is my opinion. And I do encourage you guys to try both games yourselves. And there will be links in the description for both websites where you can learn more about the games and also register to the PS5 closed betas. Okay, so let's start with Predecessor. Made by Omega Studios, you can get Predecessor right now on Steam for about $10, which is pretty cheap. But if you don't want to spend any money, this might be the first red flag for you. Until the day of this recording, there is only one game mode, being the 5v5 traditional MOBA, and there's no rank mode yet. The map is pretty much a traditional MOBA map, having 3 lanes and a jungle, with the objective to destroy the enemy's towers, inhibitors, and core to win the game. The mid lane is usually played by a mage hero. The off lane or solo lane is normally played by a bruiser or tank. The dual lane is usually played by a pair of a carry and a support, and this support can be either a tank or a healer. And the jungle is usually played by an assassin character to move around quicker. The jungle in Predecessor is composed by camps that are going to be farmed by the jungler. There are 3 types of camps: the farm camps, the buffs, and the bosses. The farm camps are just camps that will give gold and XP so that the jungler can keep up with the lane heroes. For buffs, we have blue, that will give you mana regen and cooldown reduction, red, that will give you damage over time, green, that will regen mana and health for the one that kills it, and yellow buff, that will give you just gold and XP. Predecessor has 2 bosses, kind of. We have Fangtooth, that is located near the dual lane, and killing it will give you the whole team mana, gold, and stats depending on how many your team kills throughout the match. And we also have the Orb Mini and the Orb Prime. The Orb Mini will give the person that kills it the ability to drop it on any lane to rush towers, and the Orb Prime is the main boss that gives the whole team the ability to empower minions. If you play League, you can think the Fangtooth as a dragon, the Orb Mini as the Herald, and the Orb Prime as the Baron. Currently, we have 31 heroes in Predecessor, and they're all Paragon heroes. Keep in mind that the abilities may be different from the other game, and you start with a limited amount of heroes, but there is a hero rotation that refreshes every week. And finally, for the gameplay. To start the game, you have to select the crest, which is basically the starter item that can be upgraded after finishing a quest. Other than that, one thing that you have to know is that every hero has a passive ability, and the items can be both passive and active. It's good to know that, because if you buy an active item and don't use the active, you're pretty much in wasting. I would give Predecessor's gameplay a solid 7. It's fun, it's super responsive to combos, but my only concern is that it's really slow and farm centric. You have the time to farm and the time to fight. And if you like this style, Predecessor might be the one for you. But I played a couple of games to make this video, and both games went out to the 40-minute mark. That could be just bad luck, but I felt like every time we were lacking, there's something extra to make the final push to finish the game. Okay, now that we covered Predecessor, let's go to its challenger, Paragon the Overprime. I'll just call it Overprime to make it shorter. So Overprime is being developed by Netmarble and can be acquired on Steam for free. Until the day of this recording, there is also just one game mode, being the traditional 5v5, but Overprime has already a rank mode where you can grind and lose your mental health at the same time, kind of like some League games that I play these days. The map in Overprime is pretty similar to Predecessor when we talk about buffs and camps, only we have different names for the bosses. They're called Prime Spirit and Prime Guardian. Also, and I think is the biggest difference between the 2 maps, is there are portals in Overprime. There are 2 sets of portals that can get you to travel from the dual or the solo lane all the way to the mid lane. It makes the game and objectives a lot quicker. Currently, we have 38 heroes in Overprime. Most of them are Paragon heroes, but we do have the first original hero called Xena. So it's nice to see that Netmarble wants to bring back the classics, but also put their own creativity into the game. I'm gonna say it again, this is my opinion based on a few hours on both games, but to me, Overprime completely crushes Predecessor in gameplay. It's just better, okay? There's a fast travel if you hit control that makes it a lot easier to move across the huge map. The portals are a really smart way to escape or engage a fight to an objective. Heroes don't have a passive, well, which I find a bit weird, but it's compensated because we have summoner spells, pretty much like League. I know this makes me a little biased towards Overprime, but the fact that you have spells like Flash or Heal makes me feel that I've played this game for years now. And maybe if you came from Dota or other style of MOBA that don't have this, you won't like it that much and prefer Predecessor, and that's totally fine. I'll probably be posting more Overprime videos, but I might jump back to Predecessor from time to time. And that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please make sure you leave the like and subscribe to the channel and let me know if there's any more games you want me to see. And thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.